Meet you. I reintroduce myself. I'm Matthew Ricasino. My colleague and I, Marilyn Estrada. I'm she's special education student, and I am in the school psychology program. We're both part of a transition grant. Basically, we're working in Long Beach Unified School District, working with students with disabilities, helping them to basically connect with resources that they have in the community. Point of this project, we call it community mapping. So we're here. We have some interview questions for you. Wanted to first ask you to introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the questions.
My name is Dave Sanfilippo. I'm the Director of Disabled Student Services here at Cal State Long Beach. I provide the supports and the programs for students with disabilities who attend our college. We have about 1,600 students in our program.
Thank you. All right, so do you offer any mentorship for students with disabilities?
We have a new mentorship program this year that we've started with one high school. Hopefully we're going to model it after that high school and then expand it to others, but right now it's only in Jordan High School.
Okay.
But we have about 6 of our students, current students, who are mentors to high school juniors, seniors, and I think some sophomores too at Jordan High who have disabilities, and kind of letting them know how to plan and prepare for to make that transition to college, what to be thinking of now, what to look forward to. They'll have some visits to our campus as well as other campuses as part of the whole program. And then some students will have, probably a couple, 3 students, 4 students will have an actual summer bridge program where they will actually be able to be in residence here before transitioning to college. So as part of the program, it's called Project Bridge. We're just trying to help our students recognize that the 77% of students with disabilities who say they want to go to college, but only 31% actually make it to the doorstep. So
yeah,
I'm trying to close that gap a little bit from those who want to go to those who actually do.
So let me backtrack. I actually should have probably started with this, but could you tell us a little bit more in depth about your program, what it is that you do here on campus?
Well, we provide support services, a lot of the same kind of services that a student would get in the K through 12 system. So, extended time on examinations, course material in alternative formats if you're visually impaired or blind or learning disabled. We can get it in the formats that best is suited for you. And other kinds of support services like parking, accessible parking, priority registration for your classes, a whole number of other services. Kind of like too large to fit on like a brochure even.
Yeah.
But we take it on a case-by-case basis, the accommodations that we provide based on a student's disability. We have several major programs as component programs to ours. One is for students who are on the autism spectrum. It's called Life Project, where we work with students. We provide coaches for them. We provide goal setting, and we also provide social interaction, social modeling types of things as well. The Stephen Benson program, which is program specifically for students with learning disabilities, and we provide what I call a kind of a pass-through program that the first few semesters of the students with us, we go over what the learning disability is and what it isn't, how to come from a strong place of working with your learning disability and your faculty members in terms of asking for support, and then learning about our services and how to utilize those, whether it's the alternative formats for text, whether it's extended time on examinations, or one of a number of services we provide. We work with that. And then we have a workability component, which is run with us in the Department of Rehabilitation to try to provide support services for people who are looking for employment. So our students who are juniors, seniors, getting ready to go out, look at the job market, look at graduate schools, whatever they may be doing. Kind of the next step transition. We look at that. And then we have a high-tech center, which is called the AIM Center, which stands for Accessible Instructional Materials, which we provide in braille format, large print, electronic text, and other formats, as well as provide training on assistive technology for our students how to learn to use tools that are computer-based or software-based tools to make and help bridge some of the gaps for some of our students. confused on how to learn Kurzweil or JAWS or one of those software programs that can really be effective. And then we also provide support services for hearing impaired students as well, a program component for that, as well as our general support services, which includes all of our students.
So how does a student with disabilities find out about this program?
Well, often through our website. If you go to our website, if you go to the Cal State website and you click on the disability services, they'll find out more about us under the student life. Click on, and so there's a lot of information there. We have a special admissions program for students who are transitioning either from high school or community colleges, where we can give some variance based on disability-related issues that may allow a student to enter the university. Still have to come close to meeting the standards that the university has established.
Yeah.
But there's some variance there, especially for people who may have problems, say, in math, or maybe missing a foreign language because of a disability-related reason.
Yeah.
We can assist with those kinds of things. What else?
What kind of accommodations do you offer for students with disabilities? Well, you really kind of already touched up on that quite a bit. Talking about like hearing impaired and so forth,
Yeah.
like other services there. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
Well, I think the key for us is preparation. Students before they get here. If they're coming from high school, it's very different in college in terms of how we work as a program, and understanding that I think is important. So we welcome parents and students to come visit the program prior to them making a decision on where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Not just our program, I would recommend it for any program.
Yeah.
So you know what kinds of services they offer, how they offer it, and you get a feel for making that transition. Because a lot of times that's not looked at, and there's significant things that go on when you make a transition, especially to a university like this. You know, you're going to have a whole new set of friends. You're going to have a whole new set of way that we provide the services as opposed to they did in high school.
Sure.
You're going to be sometimes moving away from parents, which can be very
tough for some.
tough because they've relied on parents a lot to help and support. That may not be there. They're going to have to rely more on us to do some of that kind of thing. And so that first semester and being prepared for it, we try to help students as much as possible, and parents, to make those choices, informed choices. We provide orientation programs also for incoming students.
What is the retention rate of students with disabilities, specifically at this school?
We're about 79% retention rate and about 76% graduation rate. Our students take a little longer to graduate for various reasons. Obviously, many of them disability-related reasons. It just takes a little bit longer, but our students still persist above average than the general student population and graduate above the general student population as well.
Very good. What opportunities do you have for youth and adults who have been adjudicated?
So, they're coming from the court systems. Or,
Yes.
Who are fostered?
Kind of. I think more in the lines of like juvenile delinquency and so forth, like any kind of legal issues. Foster, if you actually do have something for like foster children, then please by all means.
We do have a program for foster children that's not run through my office, but through the Office of Educational Opportunity Program. But we work very closely with them to make sure that there's that. We also look at helping students in terms of vocational rehabilitation, Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, making sure that they've signed up for it, or they know that they may be eligible for that. Because if there's been an incarceration or whatever, financial aid is significant too, so we work on all those issues. If we know a student has come from the foster care system and or from some kind of a program where they've come through the courts. We do have some services on campus that we're expanding on in terms of recovery programs as well. There's a called Beach Recovery, which is a community of people who have who've come through and who are clean sober, and there's a community of people who work together to do events on campus and kind of create a community of people who are going through that kind of a process on campus as well. Sometimes those come through the courts, not always, but sometimes. So there's a couple of other things that we work with very closely. We work with our health center very closely on those kinds of programs. Make sure there's support for students. We also work with crisis intervention program on campus, which helps students who may be either homeless or have food inadequacies or have some kind of financial crisis.
Yeah.
You know, their car gets messed up and, you know, they don't have the money to fix it, kind of a thing. And it's critical they have a car to get to and from work or to and from school or both.
How does that work?
They apply, a student will apply. There's a committee that reviews those applications within a couple of days to help to make those decisions. We've went out and got some money, we've set aside some dollars for that, and fortunately we've been able to be very successful. The food inadequacy is same thing. Students apply that they have food inadequacies because of financial reasons. Those are stated. Everything's run through financial aid to see if more aid can be provided for the person.
Yeah.
And first of all, so that we can have a more permanent solution to the issue. And that's not available, then we have these other means where we can give a one-time $500 type of gift. It's actually a gift.
Yeah.
And then also
They don't have to pay it back.
the food inadequacies, we work through our residence halls, and students donate some of their meals if they have an opportunity to donate meals, and then we bank all those, and then we use out of that bank of meals that students have donated, and also the 49er shops have donated, which is our on-campus kind of bookstore and all those kinds of places, so that we then can provide that for students.
And that's for students with disabilities and just anyone who's in that predicament, if you will. Very good. How accessible is a facility by bus metro? I mean, I'm familiar with Cal State Long Beach. I know that there's the campus shuttle running around. I also know there's several buses that are running to and from.
So all the fixed lines in Long Beach that come to campus that from outstanding areas, I think there's 4 or 5 lines that come onto campus. And I think the metro does not come onto campus, but it comes on 7th Street, so it's a little bit of a walk. But yes, those students who have severe disabilities, though, have access, which is a transportation system through LA County, and also Orange County has a similar service from door to door. And they cross line. Orange County crosses lines and comes on campus here.
Okay.
So we have those access, and all these shuttles on campus are accessible as well. So any of our students can access the shuttles to get from different parts of the campus.
Where did these shuttles service Long Beach and the surrounding community? Say
The
like
shuttles do go off campus. They do have, I think, one off-campus shuttle that serves kind of a perimeter of probably about 2 miles of campus. It has a fixed route, where a lot of students congregate, apartments and those kinds of high-density living type places near campus. They go through those areas, and then we have 2 on-campus shuttles that run continuously through the whole perimeter of the campus, interior perimeter of the campus.
Now you said that these other means of transportation that go door to door for the students with disabilities, like how far will they go? Like all over Long Beach?
All over LA County, actually.
All over LA County, and same thing with Orange County?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. You just have to become eligible for it. It's called Access Services. Both of them are called the same.
Okay.
So you just have to check with Transit Authority for Orange County and Metro LA County.
Okay.
And all the fixed line routes in Long Beach are all have accessibility on all the buses. Long Beach was the first transit district in the country to have all their lines accessible to people with disabilities. Every single one of their lines. And our students also have what they call a U-Pass, which allows them to ride the bus for free.
So you don't have to pay.
Not to pay.
And yet you sign up through that, like just via like the school website or something?
There is down in the parking, not a parking office, but the business office, which is in Brotman Hall Administration Building. There is you sign up for the U-Pass, basically you get a special pass and you can use it all the time.
Free transportation.
No time it's not available in summertime, but there is discounted prices for summertime as well for our students. It's not free, but it's discounted.
Yeah. Very good. Last question I have here. Do you offer any language-related supports?
Well, we've been working more and more with our students who are hearing impaired and deaf on English as a second language issues and concerns, because language development for those students often is very difficult. Because sign language, like if I'm saying I go into the store, it's like I go store.
Yeah.
So it's not exact English kind of as we see it. So language development sometimes is somewhat inhibited at times, and we need to look at other alternatives or learn to help our students, I think, develop some language. And so that's why they've taken English as a second language class, which is often beneficial for many of them. We also offer sign language classes here as well, and we'll be offering a sign language interpreting program where people can learn to become interpreters for sign language.
Very good.
That's hopefully going to be, we think, fall of 2017.
And how about, because Long Beach has like a significant Hispanic population and like Cambodian population and so forth, any kind of supports for students whose primary language is one of those, native to those countries?
Well, again, they have conversation labs available, English as a second language labs available through the Learning Assistance Center for both non-native English speakers who are Spanish or who are also from Khmer, speak Khmer basically, which is Cambodian. So we do have that, I mean, not through us specifically, but through the.
And any other language as well, like that may.
Yeah, we have a lot of students who use it. So our foreign students go there a lot to kind of brush up on their English and get better at it. So we have a lot of students from different countries here as well. So yeah, it's helpful, I think.
Very good. I think that's all I have. Marilyn, anything else you'd like to add? No? Well, thank you for your time.
All right.
Very much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Again, pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.